Alright, what's going on, guys? You can't be afraid to try. You must not be afraid to try because oftentimes we are so afraid to try things because we've built up this ego and this perception and image of who you are. And your ego protects you in the way that it is scared of failure. It is scared of you going out there trying something and sucking at it and being a loser, or at least being looked at as a loser, because that's what the ego is stopping you from doing it. And that's why it's stopping you from doing it, is because when you think of something, you think of success. You think of, what if I try this for the first time and I'm successful in it? But then your ego kicks in and your ego says, I don't think you want to do that. Because what if you fail? What are they going to say about you? Oh, I don't want to feel that, man. I do not want to feel that. This is the internal dialogue that your ego is having with you. It's having a negotiation. And most of the time, your ego wins. Because your ego controls you. You don't control your ego. I'm not saying that the ego is not necessary. I'm just saying you need to have more control over it. Because when the ego controls you, it will prevent you from going out there and trying new things. Because, like I said, an idea will pop up in your head. You think of success, all the great things you could do. But then your ego comes in and says, but what about so-and-so and Tommy and Johnny and Jane, and what are they going to say about me? They're going to be talking about me for weeks if they find out that I failed at this. But at the end of the day, do those people really have your best interest at heart? If something terrible happened to you, would those people take care of your family? If you were in a horrible accident, would those people take care of you? You need to ask yourself these questions, because when you're having that negotiation with your ego, these questions need to come into play. Because if the answer is no, then why are you worried about them? Why are you letting them stop you? You're afraid to try something out. You're afraid to start something new and sucking at it. But you'd rather just think about it and let that emotion fester up inside you. And you'd rather just think about, wow, I wonder how nice it'd be to be successful. It sucks that I'm not successful. It sucks. It would be so nice. But the thing is, if I tried it and I failed, that would suck too. So you gotta pick, which one is it? Do you want to think about something all day and say that sucks? Or do you want to start something new, fail, and learn, and for a couple years you might suck, but over time you're going to get better. You're going to get better regardless. So you pick. If your ego talks you out of it, and if your ego is strong enough to tell you to just stop and continue being average, then you need to figure out a way to stop your ego from preventing you from success. Because if you don't find a way, you will forever be a slave to your ego. Your ego will control you for your whole life. The opinions of others will control you for your whole life. You can't even sacrifice. Your ego can't even sacrifice. Your ego will hold you back because your ego will say, oh, I can't sacrifice not driving a nice car. I can't sacrifice not wearing nice clothes, because what will others think of me? What will others perceive me as? Others will think I'm broke. If I don't have nice clothes, if I don't have a nice car, others will think I'm broke. And your ego doesn't want to feel that. You know, deep down inside, what's best for me. It's best if I sacrifice to get to the next level in life. But your ego stops you. Your ego says, Dude, do you really want to be perceived as a brokey by all these different people that don't give a fuck about you? Do you really want to seem like you're broke to them? Nah, you got to keep flexing on them. You got to keep up the image. You got to keep up the perception that you really got it going on. That you're Mr. Big Baller Shot Caller. Dude, you can't go a couple months. You can't go a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever it takes to reach success. Dude, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Because if you do, this shit is going to suck. People are going to talk about you. People aren't going to be so worried about what you got going on because they think you don't have anything going on. People are just going to look at you as a broke young man. So stop. Don't do that. Keep stunting. Keep living above your means. Keep buying the flyest clothes just to put it on Instagram. Just to post a picture on Instagram on your story so that the haters can see it and I can flex on them. Yeah. But that's just not getting you nowhere. If you really have foresight and you really have a vision and you look long term, ask yourself, where's this getting me? Is this getting me anywhere further? Or am I staying stuck to impress others? Because if you're staying stuck to impress others, what might feel good now is going to suck for the rest of your life. That's some food for thought. Like the video, share your thoughts down below, and subscribe. Peace out.